Hello everybody, and welcome to this video where today we're going to talk a little bit about something that you shouldn't force yourself to do in order to, you know, write and be a writer and stuff. And I know this might come off sounding a bit strange from Type Hard Guy, but I was talking to a good friend just a little bit ago, and he was talking about not really being motivated to be motivated to write, and how it's been a hot minute since he's really written anything. And I've been in those moments too. I've been probably, I would say probably at least 4 or 5 times in the last couple of years where I didn't really write much of anything because I myself wasn't motivated by anything. There wasn't any inspiration. And a lot of times, like when we do like the poetic anarchy course and stuff like that, usually the thing that I do is a change of scenery. And I know a lot of people can't do that. So, but that's besides the point. We'll get back to that in a second. The idea here is to not force it, you know? Like, if you're not feeling it, don't force yourself to do it, because then what ends up happening is you start to get annoyed by it and start resenting the act of writing. You know what I'm saying? So then it's kind of like when, you know, you're down and your partner keeps telling you to take out the trash or something. It gets to the point where you resent trash and you resent your partner. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep telling yourself you're supposed to write, you have to write, you're just going to rebel by nature. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do is to be kind to yourself and allow yourself this break, you know? If you do see little things around, like what I do when I'm like that is if I see something that would normally inspire me to write, I'll just like jot down in my phone, like in a notes app, like, oh yeah, I saw this dude shooting up on a park bench next to a squirrel, and the squirrel seemed interested, and then just leave it at that. And then months down the line, when I'm feeling better and I need something to write about, I could just like pull that up and it's like prompts. You know what I'm saying? So just because you aren't like at the moment writing doesn't mean you're not creating art. It doesn't mean that you're not a writer. You are taking care of yourself. You're like cleaning the computer. You're doing like a system wash, you know? You're defragging that hard drive, you know, which we have to do every now and then. You know, like there's some people, like even novelists, like some novelists who go almost a decade without writing a word before they come back to it, you know? And it's okay. You're allowed to take as much time as you want to do whatever the fuck you need to do. That's fine. When I was mentioning earlier about a change of scenery, I get very inspired by my location. And this might be just because I've moved a lot and I've lived all over the place, but like, I just start doing different things. And if you're somebody who like has lived in the same town your whole life or same place or whatever, just start doing little things differently. Like instead of going to this coffee shop every morning, go to this smoothie place or something and just see like what the world's like over there. And you don't have to write anything of note, but just like take notes of what you see. Like, oh, I'm seeing more briefcases in this place, more Lululemon, you know, whatever. Just like do something just to get like the wheels spinning. You know, like you've never lost anything. Like you're still the same creative person you were. Your mind just needs a break. And one of the things that like I've noticed in my life, it's not just my mind needs a break, but my mind gets bored. Like how many poems can I write about homeless squirrels? You know what I'm saying? I need something else to write about. I wrote a bunch of crap about the desert, and so I moved back to LA. Wrote a bunch of shit about LA, and now I'm going to go back to the desert. Different place, but like just to have a different viewpoint, you know? So there's that. The other thing is like things that normally inspire you, and we've talked about this before. Like if watching Twin Peaks always gets you in the mood to do something, then do that. It doesn't take anything out of you. You just have to sit there and let something happen at you. You know, if like reading like a good book like usually helps you out, but like you just don't feel like you could read, like you're just like, oh, I just can't even be bothered. Find an audiobook that you like, even a book you've read 100 times. If that book inspires you, listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, treat yourself well. Do good things for yourself. You know, like, take yourself out on a date. You know, if you really like Thai food and you haven't had Thai food in a while, like, go, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. And take yourself out. Get yourself an Uber so you could get smashed wherever you go. And yeah, it's going to cost a couple bucks for you to go out and treat yourself like a prince or a princess. Buy yourself a flower. I don't know. Do something nice to make yourself feel good, and then give yourself a little love when you get home. You'll be a different person. Like, I guarantee it, you know? Check and see like what events are going on in your area. Is there like a new opening at a museum near you? Is there a poetry reading at some place? That might actually depress you more than anything else, but you know, that being said, some poetry readings are good. Is there a band you like playing soon nearby or something, or even a band you never heard of before? Like, do something different and treat yourself good. And that shit just like kind of melts away. And it's not, I'm not saying that this is going to inspire you, but it's kind of like getting an oil change in the car. You know, your creativity, it's a machine. Your brain is a machine. And even though it's a machine, it's also kind of like a little child. And if you keep giving it the same things, it's going to get bored. But you need to change the oil every once in a while to get it fucking moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying? So don't be hard on yourself. Everything's cool. You still got it. You just got to treat yourself a little bit. You know? And don't just treat yourself on, like, don't buy yourself like a new bag. Like, ooh, look at my bag. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but do something that is like, that makes your brain start to move, that like fosters your creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do something good for yourself, and just buy the fucking bag anyway. Who cares? You deserve it. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, that's it. I have some books up on mattwallart.com and some paintings. I could really use you guys buying them. Hit the join button down below. If you want other content and other live streams. And I guess that's it. So type hard when you feel like doing it. And I will talk to you all later.